do that again, I missed it.
Something a bit different for me. I'm doing a repair, or half a repair. So my friend Mark Beer, who's a friend of mine who also has a YouTube channel, which you should go and check out. This is one of his many vehicles that's been hit in the front. He doesn't want to do a restoration on the truck. He's mechanically restored it, and now he just wants me to sort of give it a bit of a bump here and there and try and make it look more presentable. It's pretty nasty really, it's pushed back quite a bit. I'm going to have a go at pulling that out and try and keep the patina. Patina's a word that's thrown around a lot these days. It's not really me. I like a nice original car, you know, original paint with a few blemishes, that's fine, but this is more patina than I like, but a lot of people do like it. He's also supplied another grille assembly and a used one that's straight, so that'll square all that up. So basically I've got to get the corner out there, and then he wants me just to try and bump the wheelhouses here and try and make them look a bit better. Just square it up a bit, and then there's quite a few areas of rust. We'll start off with the front and I'll show you that process. It's something not everybody would see. We'll have a go at pulling this out and see what it comes up like. Now I've just hooked up the dozer. I've just got a bolt through there and a large washer in the back, nothing too technical. I don't think it's going to be too hard to pull, we'll see. I'm just going to make a start, try this and just see what it does. See if we can make some progress. This might only just be just an attempt. It's coming. Well, it looks better already. I think I might have to get in there and start hitting it back into shape from the inside of the guard so that it holds the shape. I can keep pulling, but I think it's only going to distort it more. I've got to try and knock it out a bit from the inside. It already looks a lot better. We'll see how that goes. That's the worst of it. The big crease that was through there. There's one right there. It's got the guard back into its basic shape. You know, I'm trying not to make too much of a mess because we want to leave the patina, so that might be good enough. We'll see if we can. I might have to go take the wheel off and get in here and sort of push some of this out, but I think the worst of it's come out. I mean, that's only one little pull there, so I've got pretty good access in the back, so I might only have to knock it a bit more on the inside. And I'm going to pull the radiator support forward so I can get all the bolts back in, but yeah, that's pretty good. So while I got this under tension, got the load still pulling on the front guard, I was able to knock all this low part out and then tap this 90-degree flange flat. That gives it its strength back. Push in the high spot here and there. Obviously it's not perfect, but at least it's in its basic right shape, and compared to before it looks a million times better. Now I'm probably going to take the dozer away, pull the wheel off, then I've got plenty of access to get in here and try and knock all this forward. I don't know how far to go. It might look like a paper mache, I'm not sure. Normally when you're you know, panel beating it to paint it properly, you can heat it and shrink it and do other things to help move the metal around, but when you're trying not to make it look like it's been fiddled with too much, you've got to do it all cold. So I don't know what sort of result I'm going to get, but it'll definitely look better than it was, but we'll wait and see. I'm optimistic. Hopefully you can tell the difference. It's hard doing stuff with patina, and you don't want to look like you've been at it, and you don't want it to stand out too much. I mean, at least it looks square. All the lines look good now. Obviously the replacement grille makes a big difference. I got the guard pretty much in pretty good shape. So it's in keeping with the truck. But you'd be surprised how long that took. Like I've been on that for hours trying to get that to look half decent. And the metal is quite tough. It's certainly tougher than what a modern car is by far. And because you don't want to put too much damage on the outside, you've got to work from the inside. It makes life a lot harder. But I think that looks a lot better. I mean, it's hard for me because I like everything to look, you know, close to perfect as I can make it. And that isn't it. But I think we got what we were going for. It certainly looks square. The guard line's up nice now. Before it was all pushed under and sticking out, and the front stone tray was all off. Now it all lines up pretty square. You know, so overall, it's got the look. You can see when a job's been busy and I've been at it, you can see all the different tools that I've had to use to get this back together. It's surprising what goes into it, you know, just to get that result. But now you look at the front of the truck, it looks square, and you know, it looks consistent with the truck. So hopefully Mark will be happy with that. I've got to go on to the rear wheelhouse now. I've got to try and make that look a bit better. And then obviously the last one is the rust. There's quite a bit of rust repairs I've got to do. Anyway, I'll show you up later. So this is the end result. I find it difficult to not finish things the way I'd like. But like I said, we're going for a patina look, so like compared to before, it looks $1 million. Doesn't look like it's been punched in the face like it did before. The grille makes a big difference, and the headlight surrounds, and it's just all nice and square and not rolled under like before. And the side, well, I've just thrown some Rust-Oleum red oxide paint over it to make sure it was nice and flat. And at least, well, it's in keeping with the rest of the truck, so that's one way of looking at it. Same with the back quarter, the wheel arch there. Squared it up, it's straight, it's lined up like it's supposed to. And then I've just dusted over some Rust-Oleum paint. Had to odd up some splits and stuff like that because from the accident or the damage, it's sort of split and wouldn't hold its shape. That was half the problem. Anyway, so that looks a bit better. Put the mud flaps on the back. Looks a bit better. And also squared up this side as well because that was all whoopty as well, and I've thrown some paint on that also. Anyway, I hope that's what he wants. As I said, it's very hard to not look like you've been messing with it too much. Just trying to make it look untouched as best we can.
Okay guys, any last words?